Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, then my name's Jane, lovely to see you, and welcome back if you've been here before. Now, I did an art studio tour a few weeks ago and I promised to show you what was behind the curtain. So today I will show you all the hidden things and I'll explain to you the 8 mistakes that I made that were real learning experiences for me as an artist. And I'll also be talking to you a little bit about oil paints. I think it's important to explain as well that it's fine to make mistakes as an artist. In fact, I think it's essential because that's how you discover things, that's how you grow, and that's how you improve. So go ahead, have a play. Certainly don't get put off if you make a painting that you're not happy with. If I had stopped painting when I made the ones I will be showing you shortly, I wouldn't have gone on to make lots of paintings that I'm very happy with and that I've gone on to sell. So you need to keep going with it and keep exploring and stay creative, really. So here goes. I'll take you and show you all my failed artworks. Come and see behind here. What have we got? Let's move the camera in a little bit. The angel with no face. She has... I don't know what happened here. I didn't have a plan. I was experimenting. I was commissioned to paint 2 angels, so I did. And this was another one that I had to go at. And I don't know, colours don't quite work together. But I think if I sort of sat down maybe for 2 or 3 hours, I could finish this and make it quite reasonable. But it's not in my traditional, it's not in my signature style, and it's not particularly something I feel excited about painting, so it just stays in the cupboard behind the curtain for now. But we'll see what happens to that. I don't like throwing anything away, so don't like wasting things. A tree. Again, I'm just experimenting with a different style. It's missing something as far as I can see. I'd like to sit down perhaps in the summer in the garden and put little birds, really detailed little birds or butterflies into the tree, flowers perhaps, doing them with little tiny acrylic pens or something, and maybe put something in under the ground, like some little underground burrowing animals, like rabbits and foxes and things, in with the roots. So I'm keeping it. It's got potential to become an interesting painting, but for me as it is, it's a bit boring and it needs more detail. Sorry, I need a cup of tea, just a second. Nothing like a nice cup of tea. It's a beautiful day this morning and then the sun's gone in and it's all rainy, so I thought perfect opportunity to finish my art studio tour. This one is from, should I put the date on it? No, you should always date your paintings, by the way, because if you don't, you can't remember when you painted them. It's well over 10 years old, this one. Love the colours. I sort of got carried away and painted it too quickly and hadn't really planned out what was happening. It's a couple, but there's sort of something going on weird with the heads and neck area. It sort of also looks a bit like a seascape or a landscape. I mean, kind of depending on your take on things. It's not quite right. It's not quite right. I don't know quite what to do with it, but I will finish it. And it's on a lovely quality canvas as well. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that one. This one isn't a failed piece of artwork, it's just one I don't have anywhere to put right now. And I'm very attached to this lady because she was the first painting that I did in what has now become my signature painting style. And she was a bit of an accident. I actually wanted to blend all these different colours, but I was painting this when I lived in the south of France and it was a very hot day, and so the acrylic paint dried very quickly. And I thought, oh, okay, it's dry, I can't blend it anymore. And I like the style, I like the way it's just lines, so I left it. And I've been painting in this style ever since. So she was a bit of a special lady, so I keep her. But she's not a failed art piece. However, I do have some failed art pieces to show you. Okay, this one, getting a bit carried away with this one. I was trying on my sort of normal style of lines. I thought I'll put a line in between every line. it's all a bit too much going on for me in this painting. Nah. Someone might like it. Let me know what you think down below if you disagree. Oh, this one is a copy of a Klimt painting. I'm a big fan of Gustav Klimt, and I thought I would have a go at one of his paintings. But I would always recommend, when you're starting out especially, trying to copy some of the greats, because you can learn a great deal through just imitating others to begin with. Trying something else again. It's a bit weird. Not quite sure what the message I was trying to convey in this one. Again, not my style at all, just trying something completely different. I do like the figures, and I experimented for a long time to figure out how to paint abstract figures easily, and I will show you that in a short video soon, I promise, because it's really not difficult at all. Just need a big chunky brush. Yeah, another one sort of started and not finished. Don't know how to finish it. Don't know what to do with that. Probably just paint over it. It's already been painted over something else actually. Might have got past what's possible. Anyway, we'll see. That is it. I just wanted to add that I mentioned in my first art studio tour, which I'll link below, that I paint with oil paints sometimes, and I didn't mention the mediums that you can use with those oil paints. So I think it's quite important just to go over those quickly. So when you work with oil paints, you can just work straight with the oil paint. You don't need a medium, but sometimes it can be quite thick and quite difficult to work with. So I use this poppy seed oil. Hopefully you can see that. It's very old, but poppy seed oil is one of a range of mediums that you can use, and you can just add it in to your oil paint, which will make it a bit thinner and easier to paint with. So that's one option. I also have this quick drying medium, which is really handy if you need your oil paint layers, because you need to paint over time with oil paints as it takes so long to dry. But if you need your layers to dry more quickly, then this is a really good option. You can just add a tiny bit of it into the oil paint that you're painting with, and it will help the drying process go a lot quicker for you. And the last magic potion that I have here is my Essence Sans Odeur. So this is a cleaning agent for your brushes, and it doesn't smell, because the best thing to clean brushes really is white spirit. Soap just doesn't cut it for oil paints, but white spirit will stink out the whole house. So this is a much better option, just doesn't smell. Although you should still work in a space that's very well aired when you're working with oil paints, because it can be quite toxic and there are sort of fumes linked to oil paints. So be careful that you make sure you air the space. Put a necklace on. Do you like it? It's got 3 tiny little diamonds and I love it. They're not real diamonds. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so oil paints. The thing with oil paints is, I think quite a lot of artists feel nervous about using them. They think that they're too difficult, and the absolute opposite is true. They are one of the easiest and most forgiving mediums to paint with. So have a go. Because it dries so slowly, it's very easy to mix and blend, so you can get lovely realism when using oil paints. I paint a lot of my realistic eyes in my portraits with oil paints, and then I paint the rest with acrylic, because acrylic dries very quickly. So there's advantages and disadvantages, but I would say definitely have a go if you haven't tried it before, and I think you'll be quite surprised at the effects you can get if you haven't already had a go. Thanks for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the video and that it was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments below if you found that any of these mistakes I mentioned are mistakes that you've made as well. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a like, and if you're not already a subscriber, then please consider subscribing. Take care, stay creative, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye bye.